stand and close my eyes and bend backwards, and I fell, and he said, "I think you have MS." So next week they put me in the hospital. I was in there for a week. They ran all kinds of tests. They did a spinal tap. Everything was negative. And he said, "We don't know what you have." A week, 2 weeks later, everything is gone. I was back to normal. There's been a lot of misdiagnoses. The only thing the doctor told me was, don't do anything. Sit there, lay there, no exercise, nothing. Which now is wrong. Said you gotta, don't just sit there, do as much as you can. Used to work for a Kroger company, and I unloaded trucks and all that, and that was getting more difficult. When they wanted the truck unloaded, I said, well, I have more seniority, have the other guy do it, because I know if I did that, I'd be done for the night. And all of a sudden my legs would get heavy. I would drag my feet. It was like, try walking through cement or water. You lift your legs up and they just don't want to go. Then I started falling. I said, I don't know why, what's going on here, but I attributed it to nerves. It's a pain. You don't know what the next day is going to hold. One day I'm fine, next day I'm worse. And I thought, I didn't do anything. Maybe I walk in my sleep. I don't know. It's frustrating. The more I do, it would bring on what's called an exasperation. Heat is bad for me. I used to love the heat, go out in the sunshine. It's bad for me. The medicine I'm on, I burn very easily, and I did, any kind of, I forget what you call it. Sometimes the mind goes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember, and it's frustrating. That's all I can say. Because I grew up in a household where my father said you got to stand on your own 2 feet, and I said, well, it's getting harder. Nobody is the same with MS. I mean, I stumble around. I always look like I've been drinking, but I haven't. Stumbling with style. I try to put some humor into it, so I'm just waiting for the cure whenever that comes.
Miles is a really long way. It's an attainable goal.
That hurt. I'm not running that fast to Ohio. I cramped up at like mile 2. Or actually the first mile was at like 6:33. That's pretty good. That's pretty fast. And then on mile 2 I dropped down to 15. That's still pretty good. And then I hit a really bad cramp. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna stop now. So I started going slow. And then everyone started passing me. It was really demoralizing. And then I was coming down the home stretch over there, like the last half mile or 3/4. And a small kid blazed past me, and then I was like, no, and then I just started sprinting. It hurt, every step hurt a lot, and then I made it to the end, and then I ran over to the fence and threw up.
Was it food or just water?
It was both.